Hello beautiful people, welcome back to my YouTube channel, and if this is your first time stopping by, you're highly welcome as well. I know it's been long I dropped any tutorial on here, and I'm sorry about that guys, really sorry. Well, I'm back now, and today I'll be showing you guys how to make the trending Kiko hairstyle using Brazilian wool. So sit tight and grab your mannequin, let's start. Okay, so you all know the Kiko hairstyle that has been trending on TikTok and Instagram. In fact, it has been literally trending everywhere. You know, those thread hairstyles that we refuse to do as kids. So I'll be taking you on the journey on how I did mine, from the pattern to the thread, and you'll see the finished look when we get to that as well. So if this sounds like something you want to learn, don't skip this video and watch till the end. Okay. Okay. So I started by parting a straight line down the middle of her head. Not this one, the one I did previously before this one you're seeing now. After having that straight line, you're going to have two equal parts. I'm trying my best to make sure this is beginner friendly, okay? So bear with me. The goal is to have four lines, which is four rows at each side of the head, okay? And if you look closely, I'm trying to do triangle part, not regular box part. Okay, so that is what I'm doing right now. After parting the straight line down the middle, you have two parts, and then you're going to work on one side first. I'm supposed to have, like I said, four rows at this side of her head. I have taken out one straight line again, and I'm working on one row. I hope I'm making sense. And as you can see me doing, to make triangle part, it is quite easy, and at the same time you need to calculate what you're doing. So I am just making slant lines. Just follow what I'm doing and it's going to be a breeze for you, I promise. Okay. I know this video is fast paced, and that's because I don't want the video to be too long. As you can see, it is quite long already. I don't want it to be too long. And plus, I want you guys to get all the details of the hair so that there will be nothing left out. We are trying to make it as beginner friendly as possible. So be patient and watch till the end. So I'm still making the triangle part. You are going to make the triangle part all throughout this line that I am at right now. Just make sure the parts are triangle. They are triangle like. I know it's going to take more practice for you to get it, while some of you are going to get it once. So don't beat yourself. Like I always say, take your time and practice as much as you need. Okay. So for those of you hearing my voice for the first time, I am Precious, a hairstylist based in Delta State, and I do most of braid. I bring in styles that you might have been wondering how to get, and I drop a video every week. Sometimes I try my best and drop a video twice a week, but for some time now I haven't dropped any video, and like I said before, I'm sorry about that. I'll try my best to be dropping a video as regularly as possible. So let me know where you're watching from. Let me know if you've watched any of my video on this channel, and if it was helpful. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel if you want more things like this, because on here on this channel we bring in styles, very beginner friendly tutorials on how to get those popular styles that you've known of for quite a long time. Okay, so subscribe, share this video with your friends and loved ones, and drop a comment in the comment sections. In the comment section, it goes a long way in helping YouTube to push this to push out the video to more people who needs it. Okay. So I'm done with the first row, and like I said before, I want 4 rows on each side of our head, which is going to total 8 rows. and you know that the nape of the head is very small. So you're going to try your best to make sure that the nape does not have lots of braid, which is lots of thread on it. You're going to see what I mean in a second. And if you can watch closely, I think I made a mistake. I didn't really calculate how many rows I wanted for each side. Excuse me. Not until I was done with the first row. I calculated and I was like, 3 rows are not going to suit her face like properly. So I switched to 4 rows. So to have those little stars that you saw in the finished look that I showed earlier, you just have to match each, which is the previous line that you did, to the second line. You start from there. You start from each star. Watch closely and see what I'm doing for yourself, okay? Because it is quite hard to explain. So just watch closely. If you have to take the video back, take it back. And a little disclaimer, some of your triangles are not going to look triangle like, especially when you're moving further the nape area. They are not going to look that triangle like, but just try your best, like I am doing right now, to make sure that you are trying to create as many stars in the head as possible. Should I call them stars? As many points where the triangle like just kisses each other, many points where the triangles meet, like up and down triangle meet. I'm making one right now, and if you can see the next braid I'm going to make, it doesn't look much like a triangle, but it's not going to matter in the end because I have like stars there already. That is what I'm trying to say. Okay, so you continue doing the same thing until you get to the last row, and we'll move on to the next step. Okay. Okay. So we are done with the first part of the head, and we're moving to the second part. The same thing you did for this part, trying to make the triangle match, like trying to make up and down triangle meet at the middle to form a star, or like to form a point. That's what you're going to do to start the first row for the other side of the head. If you take note, I did not start my first row from the side of her ear. No, that is going to mess everything up. You will not be able to calculate it properly. Your triangles are going to be facing different directions, I promise you. So I am making the beginning of the next part of the head, which is the second side. We said we are making 4 rows, and I have done 4 rows on one part. I'm going to be making the beginning of the next 4 rows on the other side, making sure the first row that I cut at is giving me a star in the middle, because that is going to be the make or break point of this hairstyle. Okay, so just look properly at what I'm doing and follow through. Follow the same same process and the same direction, and your own is going to come at as mine. Okay. Another thing I forgot to mention is, you see this little three strand braids that I'm doing. If you look properly, they are not tight, and there's a reason for that, because remember that we are making thread hairstyle. You don't want them to be tight. If they are tight, your hairstyle is going to be very painful on whosoever's hair you're doing it for. So make sure that three strands braid that you're doing are not tight. So I just thought, let me mention that for you guys. If you match the triangles of the first row of the next part of the hair properly with this part of this hair, they are going to give you equal triangles, which is, for example, if you add 8 triangles on the first row, the second row is going to give you, which is the first row on this other side of the hair, is going to give you exactly 8 triangles. There is no cheating on that. Okay, so that should be a guide as well, to make sure that you have those stars that you're seeing right now in the middle of our head on yours as well. Be counting it. If you have eight triangles here, you should have 8 triangles there. Okay. Okay. Now moving on to the thread part, you're going to be needing 5 Brazilian wool. Remember that our hair is thick, and with the way I added it, I left some part of the Brazilian wool to help with the thickness. We are not going for a very thick size, hence the reason I'm using 5 strands of Brazilian wool. And for some parts that the hair is very thick, I reduced the Brazilian wool to 4 or 3, just so that the size of thread does not look uneven. Okay, I know this voiceover is quite chaotic, but I'm trying my best to make sure that I explain everything as easy as possible, or as beginner friendly as possible. So I did the same thing like this one. Now if you look closely, I reduced the Brazilian wool to 3 or 4 thereabout. I didn't use 5 because I wanted it to be equal. The hair there was thicker than the rest part of the hair. And to attach the coils, all you have to do is just put the coils, and for the coils part as well, you can reduce the Brazilian wool to 3 or 4 so that it doesn't look bulky. Tell your client or whoever you're making the hair for to help you hold the coil, and then you continue wrapping or threading as you're seeing me do. So that was what I did for the hair. And then to like put everything together, make everything come together, you just have to add them, pick them together, arrange them the way you want it to fall. Not too tightly, oh, not too tightly, as you'll see me do. I'm not making it as tight so that um it doesn't cause her any headache whatsoever. So you just start wrapping. I started wrapping with three strands of Brazilian wool, or 4, I think thereabout, because I didn't want it to be bulky at the beginning, because as you can see, I took many single strand of the thread that I did before attaching it.
So after I was done with the hair, I went in with my hair sheen, used some warm towel to clean off some of the hair wax from my head, and went in with your hair sheen like I've mentioned before. I made the length of the coil shorter because that was what she wanted, and that was all for this hairstyle. So see you on the next one. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and drop a comment in the comment section as well. Bye bye.